Right, hello, sorry about that. I was running late this evening, but I am doing live commentary via inaugural F6 race, a Monza practice race, due to the fact there's not many races left this season. This new league is going to do some practice races at the same tracks that the other leagues will be racing on, but they won't count to any points or anything, so this is what this will be. And yeah, thank you for joining me this evening. It should be a good race, to be fair. Let me just have a look here. There's 12 drivers, because obviously I'm not racing, I'll just be commentating. And it's a mixture of drivers from different leagues, which will be interesting to see. People that we wouldn't usually see race against each other in such a competitive environment. I mean, it might not count for any points, but there's plenty of pride at stake. And drivers will be wanting to impress ahead of the upcoming season. So I'm just watching Hulkenberger here out in the Red Bull. He's done 2 decent sectors. We'll watch him across the line. I don't know I think there's a few other people on the fast laps. We'll see what Hulkenberger can do here. Comes round the final corner onto the main straight, and the first time of the session will be a 120. 120.4, it goes second now off the Raiko, who's already in the 119s. That's pretty much the benchmark what we're looking at here, probably mid to late 119s. It's good to see some new people racing. I'm not really familiar with, obviously I did a practice race with a Raiko. Ville I've heard on the site but not really seen race before, and the Ipswich 2205, which I think is Dan Brown, and there's also XD Cookies HD and Martin YZF R1. So interesting to see how they all do. And Fabulous Chicken has already gone ridiculously quick, a 119.4. That could very well be pole position today. He's been showing a lot of pace recently, helped by getting some setup tips, or if you want to put it like that. Is Hulkenberg improving? I don't think he is. Martin's just gone P4. It's a solid lap for the newbie. Josh has just gone into 4th now himself. That's boy with no face. So a lot of on-track activity, it's fair to say, so far, as Hulkenberg improves in time but not in position. 120.2. Who is on a lap? I think Ville is about to complete a lap, a much more competitive lap as well. Where does he go? He goes 3rd. Very good lap. 120.0, just 6/10 off Chicken, and not far off for Raiko either. Big C expressing a few doubts about Chicken's first sector time. It is a lot quicker than the other drivers. I don't know, maybe maybe an interesting line taken, or an inspired line, who knows. And Chicken, regardless of dodgy sector times, has been just showing a really good turn of speed lately. Last couple of F3 races he's won, and he'll be looking to win tonight to send out another statement that he's going to remain at the top for some time. Is anyone out on a lap? Morris guy's slowing down. Let's follow one of the newbies, Ipswich 2205. It looks fairly smooth so far. Sector times are nothing spectacular, but it could very well be a personal best for him. There he comes up to the Parabolica. Of course, no gravel on the exit of this corner now, which encourages drivers to push it a little bit more to the push the boundaries a little bit more. What does he do? He does a 1:23.1. He does indeed improve, but still some distance off Chicken. But he'll get there. He'll as long as he keeps doing laps, he'll improve. So, and he looked fairly smooth from what I saw there. Track has gone a little bit quiet now. Is Cookie's going any quicker? His second sector time is off, second up on his previous best, so he might very well improve here. Comes round the final corner. Is Cookie's going to improve? No, he's not. He's going to make a quite late decision to go in the pits. As we follow now Insane. Good, that's a decent first sector time. You'd expect Insane to be somewhere near the sharp end here. It's a decent second sector time as well, very good for Ascari. And now you've just got to keep the foot mashed to the pedal and turn it into the Parabolica. And that looks fairly good. He's had to wait a while to get on the throttle though, and the car just kept running wide. I don't know if he got a turn it wrong there, but he goes across the line and goes P5. That probably cost him a couple of temps, that did. But he's still gone 5th, and no one can get close to Chicken though, but it's the first sector really where he gained the most time, so interested to see if anyone else can find that sort of time. As Josh is on a lap now, where does he improve? He does indeed. He goes second ahead of Riker. It's a good lap from Josh. A few drivers in the 1:19s now, which is pretty solid pace. And now we're going to follow Chicken, who's on another lap, but is he pushing? I think he is, but I don't think he's going to improve. No, he doesn't. 1:19.9 stays quickest. Lost time in the first sector compared to his last run. Who's out on a lap? I think Insane was, but I think he just made a little mistake there. There's literally 3 cars out on track. Yeah, there is. Okay, we'll follow the Riker around then. We want to get his place back from Josh. And a decent first sector time. Oh, he's going to run wide, is he? Oh, it just looked from the line he took there, but he was potentially going to go into gravel, but he survived, and that's looking good so far. Raced against him yesterday, and he looked to a fair bit of pace on him. Good racecraft, and could well be a threat in the upcoming races. It's a decent second sector time as well. Very, very smooth, it has to be said. When there's a bit of a lull in the action as well, I'll go through some of the teams that have been announced already ahead of next season. Riker, Hulkenberg has just gone third. I missed that, I'm afraid. Riker didn't improve at the end. Hulkenberg goes right in between Josh and Riker. Not quite sure how he managed that because it is very close. Zimmer's not gone out on track yet. I wonder why that is. He's not on track at the moment either. And everyone's on an outlap, so we'll just there's a bit of a lull in the action now, so I'll take you through some of the teams that have already been announced and how they will go. I mean, okay, Josh, that's boring enough. Ace and Zimmer have already been announced as a team. That could be a potential championship winning team, both of them very quick drivers, both at the top end of F4 at the moment, and they're also the admins for the league as well, I believe. Fabulous Chicken and Insane are going to be announced as teammates again. A very strong partnership there, could well be battling Zimmer and Josh. The Ryko and Cookies HD. Ryko's showing a good turn of pace so far. The Cookies, where's Cookies at the moment? Cut it down last, but I've been told that he's by himself actually, but he's got a lot more pace than that, so I think he made a mistake on his lap. Yeah, I think he made mistakes in both first two sectors. Hulkenberger and Remco, although I'm not sure if Remco's still on the sign ups, so I'm not sure about one. And Cali and I think it's Ipswich 2205 as well, and they're both still getting up to speed a little bit. So those are the teams that have been announced so far. The teams don't really matter for now, but they'll matter next season. And there should be some people now on laps, so we'll see who's improving. Cookies does improve in time, but not in position. 124 now. I think is Insane improving. Yeah, we'll stay on board with Insane. See how he gets on. He can move up from 6th place. Oh, did he sort? I think he lifted off there. Just didn't feel the confidence to keep it going there. But it's a very good second sector time, 27 flat. Could actually be a purple, I'm not sure. Oh, he's missed the apex though at the last corner. So he's had to wait an age to get on the throttle. Is that going to cost him across the line? It has. Oh, he'll be disappointed with that. Cheers to that Big C. Insane did a 19.4 in F2, so he's definitely got the potential to challenge Chicken, but as we saw there, he just hasn't hooked it up yet. Is Ville going to improve? No, he stays P5. Just looking to see if there's anyone out there who has a quick lap. Morris has done a good first sector time. What's his second sector like? 27.8. It's okay. Is anyone else? I'll switch back to him if there's no one else. Okay, I'll just check Morris guy first, and then we'll cut to the Riker. So Morris guy around the last corner, currently in 8th. Will he move up from that? The answer is he stays 8th for now. We'll quickly cut to Riker, who goes second, 119.8. And did purple sectors in both the last two sectors, so once again showing a bit of pace there. Not too far off Chicken, whose first sector looks crazy compared to everyone else's. Insane looks like he might have given up. Martin still 7th. Cowie's on Primes, which is a bit of an interesting move. Zimmer's still not coming out on track. Is he maybe playing the trying to stay out the first corner car on his tactic? That could be very well what he's trying. And Martin's backed off. He must have made a mistake or realised he wasn't improving. Ipswich is just starting a lap. Cookies is going for the pits. He might be done now. You have to rush to get back out on track again, if you wanted to. Martin backed off. Ipswich is also not going quickly. How's Cali doing? Let's watch Cali on the primes. Okay, Village retired. He's currently in P5. That's a decent lap as well. So there's a few drivers there who are not on pole, but have certainly got the pace to be right with Chicken. Should make for a very exciting race. Is Cali going to improve? He's currently on a 24.2. I think he should improve on that. No, he doesn't. That's disappointing. Hulkenberger, no, he's not on a lap. Ipswich doesn't improve. Um, Hulkenberger's currently on time 5:39 apparently, which doesn't make sense. Oh dear. And there was blocking off, I think that was Ipswich. No, Dan Brown there, not really checking his mirrors. He might have been on a lap as well, of course. I think he is. But Hulkenberg might not be too happy with that one. Ipswich won't mind though, because I think he's just set his personal best for sector time. Looking fairly smooth so far. Oh, didn't mean to change camera angle there. That looks like he's on 2 personal bests to me. Might be wrong there. He's currently 9th, is Dan Brown. Can he move up from that? This could very well be his last flying lap. Does he move up in position? No, he doesn't. He doesn't even set a personal best. A bit of anticlimactic there. So who's actually? There is nobody on a lap. I think that's your grid then. We've got Chicken on pole with Raikkonen alongside him, Josh and Hulkenberger on the 2nd row, Ville and Insane on the 3rd row with Martin and Morris Guy 7th and 8th, Ipswich 2205 with Callie in 10th, and Cookies 11th with Zimmer not setting a qualifying lap, presumably to avoid what he thinks will be inevitable carnage. And that is that. So no one could top Chicken's time from earlier in the session, which was very quick. It's the quickest time I've seen him do it, Monza. Maybe the first sector was a little bit dodgy, but it was still a very good lap. Whether it would have got him pole, we'll never know, but remember to keep your comments coming in on the chat if you have anything to ask or say about this race. Yeah, Callie's the only one on primes. I've noticed at Monza a lot of people, like the prime tactic isn't really used very much, but Callie's used it there and could be a threat later on in the race. Of all the people that I'm not too familiar with and haven't raced before, Ville and Martin were these standout drives there, both in the 120s, but it looks like there could be a very, very good fight for the win. Let's certainly hope so. Oh, but the race is, well, Callie's tactics out the window because it's raining. We have rain at the start of Monza just to spice things up a little bit more. We already have to be pretty careful into turn 1 and now have to be super careful. And it'll certainly be a big test for some of these rookies as to how they do in these conditions. We're going to be starting the race on the intermediates, not surprising really. It certainly doesn't look wet enough for the wet tyres. Just waiting for everyone to ready up and then we'll have 5 lights. Oh, there's been carnage behind. Chicken and Raiko have got away with it, but I think there's been a massive crash behind. Chicken's gone wide at turn 1. Raiko's going to go all the way around the outside, take the lead. Oh, and the Williams went off, and Josh has just completely cut the first corner. There's complete carnage. Josh has not got a front wing. Oh, it's been a disastrous start for quite a few drivers. It's Raiko though that's taken advantage and leads ahead of Chicken. Hulkenberger has avoided it to go third. Zimmer, who started at the back, has taken fourth and took a very interesting line through the chicane there. Josh is fifth but without a front wing. Morris guy's just taken fifth now. So Josh hasn't got a front wing. Cookies is oh my goodness me, that was very close. Callie, has he got a front wing? I can't see. Can we get the... Thank you. Oh no, he hasn't. Insane hasn't. And Nav has Ipswich. It's been a pretty carnage starting. And wait a minute. Chicken went. Oh, now Zimmer's gone wide and Chicken's going to take P3 back from him. I think he was P2 before, so I think Hulk's had a fantastic start. And to be fair, Zimmer has too. Has Chicken got damage? Because he went very wide there. If he has got damage, he won't be able to cut into the pit lane. No, he hasn't. He must be fine. So they're side by side now. Is there anything going on at the front? There is indeed. So is Hulkenberg trying to go around the outside of Raiko? And Raiko defends well and holds on to first. And Hulkenberg dips a wheel in the gravel. It's very close behind. And I think Zimmer has got third place. Very good move there from Zimmer. And the pole sitter Chicken is falling back after losing the lead at turn 1. Morris guy's up to 5th. He's had a very good start. And he's actually got a perfect battle of this view ahead. I think Chicken tried to have a go at Zimmer but had to back out of it in the end. Right, this is how much carnage has gone off. Is that Josh is quite in 7th, but it's back to pit. Oh my goodness me, that is a shot. Well, surely he's gained an advantage from that. Surely you have to back off a little bit. Oh dear. It's only a practice race, obviously, but so I think in the end, half the field had to get a new front wing, which is pretty mental. So as Hulk now is going to have another go at the Raiko. And he's made it stick into the parabolica. That's a very nice move, but will he have completed a move because he's gone wide? And that gives Raiko the opportunity to strike back straight away. As we go down the pit straight, Hulkenberger looks like he has a bit more straight line speed than Raiko. Raiko trying to get back in the slipstream to try and get a bit more speed. Nope, I think Hulk's held on to it and Hulkenberger now leads the Italian Grand Prix. And Josh is retired, so it's just been a pretty awful evening for Josh, and quite a short one at that. And there's massive, the battle's still going on for third as Chicken refuses to accept Zimmer being there, and he's going to try and go on the outside into the second chicane, and he's going to go all the way around the outside. So if there's not really room, Zimmer holds on to it, and Chicken's got to watch out behind actually, because Morris guy is right behind him. Well, Morris guy will be loving this. It's been a perfect start for him. And to be honest, Chicken's looking like he's under pressure a little bit. I'll just watch it on board with Morris guy. Is he going to try and move into his Scari? No, he isn't. Oh, but Chicken's gone wide. Oh, Chicken's gone. Oh dear, that's... it's just not going well for the pole sitter. He had such a good start. Well, you know, it's such a good qualifying lap, but it's just gone backwards in the race. Cookies, meanwhile, is having a good drive in 6th place. He's on full wets. I think he made a bit of an error there, if I'm honest. And that could come back to bite him as the race goes on. I don't know why he started on the wets, but it's a lesson to be learnt, I guess. Better to learn these lessons now in a practice race than during the season. Hulkenberger's starting to pull away from the Raiko, who can't keep up at the moment. And Chicken again in the gravel just isn't getting to grips with his wet conditions at all. I mean, clearly his setup isn't set up for these conditions. Is Cookies going to pit? No, he isn't, but he's going to get caught very soon if he's not careful by the chasing group led by Cali with Insane just behind. Martin as well in P9. Ipswich in P10. And Villa in P11, but he's had a pretty awful start. He's way behind at the moment. Close to being lapped actually by Hulk, who is driving superbly, it has to be said. Raiko just can't keep up in the wet conditions, and I don't know if Hulk knew with the forecast or maybe went slightly more towards a wet setup, but he's certainly driving brilliantly at the moment. What's going on behind? Is there a okay, Zimmer's great to Morris guy. He's not been dropped by Zimmer at all. I mean, we're not entirely familiar with Morris guy yet. He's done a few races in F5, but those are in pretty poor cars, if we're honest. Chicken wants his 4th place back. Oh, and he's gone off. Oh dear, Morris guy's gone off, and Chicken, despite also going a little bit wide himself, has been handed the position. And Callie's now in front of... Oh, it's Cookies. Yeah, Cookies has fallen to 9th, and he really needs to pit. He's not doing himself any favours. He's got his bit lag as well. I don't know if that's just me, but it seems like he's lagging a lot. Yeah, Cookies is pitting. Is he pitting for the intermediates? Surely he's got to be. Yeah, he is. I think he made a mistake there. Villay's left session, not surprising. He was struggling at the back and he was about to be lapped. A lesson to be learned for Cookies there, but I'm sure he'll go on to have a very good PSGL career. As Hulkenberger continues to stretch his lead out of Raiko, who just hasn't got the speed to keep up with him at the moment. The gap across the line is now just under 2 seconds. Zimmer's not too far away, and Cookies is also retired, so again, you know, you live and learn, and hopefully you'll have better luck at the next time out in Spa. Chicken now will want to close down on Zimmer, but he just seems to be struggling in the wet conditions. He might be finally starting to get a grips of it. Morris Guy in 5th. Now to recover from that mistake, and there's a bit of a battle here. We've been wanting a bit of a battle. I think we got one between Insane and Cali. I think Insane's just got past Cali, in fact, for P6. That's good progress made by Insane. He's now top in terms of those that had to pit on lap 1 for a new front wing, and he'll now look to try and close down Morris Guy if he can, but there's quite a bit of a gap. But Insane is a very quick and talented driver, as Cali in fact goes off behind him, and he could find himself at the clutches of Martin very soon. Ipswich is 9th and last at the moment, as Hulkenberger just about to move on to lap 7. Driving very well. He's had a lot of bad luck of late, especially in F5, with a real lack of points for about 7 or 8 races now. I think he's only collected about 2 or 4 points. I've had 2 to 4 points in the last 8 races, which just isn't good enough. But he's had a bit of bad luck in there as well. As Zimmer is 3rd, I don't know why it just didn't come up with Raiko for me there, which made me think that Raiko had made a mistake, but he's still in 2nd and driving very well, it has to be said. Zimmer, nah, Chicken isn't really closing him down. Yeah, we're almost in a different time zone. The gap between 5th and 6th, much more than I thought actually. It's good for these newbies to get a taste of these conditions in a competitive league racing. Nice and early on. It's probably less enjoyable for being more experienced in the leagues. Hulkenberger there, really taking the risks on the curbs. In these conditions you've got to be careful not to overdo it on the curbs, because you can easily spin out. We're struggling a bit of understeer there. I'm not quite sure, because I mean, we had a fully dry race in F5. I'm not quite sure how long these inters will last for. I'd imagine they probably last for at least 10 laps. So I don't think we've seen any pit stops for a few laps yet. Now, Chicken's dry pace has evaporated in the wet, it has to be said. Maurice Sky's not been dropped off either after that mistake, which is good to see. Getting a braking point right for turn 1 is always a big test. Oh, he's gone a bit wide again. Is there any... Oh, Callie's gone off. He's lost his front wing, in fact. Was there an incident? I don't think there was, because Martin seemed to be travelling at quite a speed when he went past him, so it didn't seem like there'd been an incident with anyone, but Callie's lost his front wing, and that's a big blow for him. He'll drop to the back of the field with his teammate not too far behind him. And Callie, who is, although he hasn't raced on the site for a while, he is very familiar with league racing, but these conditions can catch even the best out. And he'll have to pit for a new front wing. Will he change the compounded tyres? I highly doubt it. No, he's just going to do a set of inters. As Hulkenberg just comes across the line, actually, I'll check the gap, and then I'm also going to check the lap times. As Raikko actually closed in by a tenth, so let's just check the lap times that Hulkenberg has been doing. Oh, he had a 3-second penalty as well at the start of the race for an incident, I assume, if it was on lap 1. Lap times wise, pretty consistent, so it's not like the track's getting drier. It's pretty consistent at the moment. Lapping in the high 26s to low 27s. Don't know if his tyres will start to go off now, but... So no, there's no improvement in the track conditions, it would seem. Oh, Raikko, oh, that's turning a bit too early there. And caught the inside wall a little bit, which at times can damage your car more than you'd expect. So he'll be, thankfully got away with that. Zimmer hasn't got the pace at the front too, and is he he must have made a little mistake, because he's starting to fall into the clutches of Chicken. So that could be a battle in very soon, as Maurice Sky, oh dear, just couldn't find a grip there under braking and had to run wide. Still in P5 at the moment. Insane. Seems like he's not as far away as my gaps are telling me, I'm sure. Not seen a lot of Martin, but he seems to be a very respectable driver. Seems to be he showed decent pace in qualifying, and I haven't seen him make a mistake, so there's clearly a decent driver in there. And he'll be happy he's in front of both Ferraris. We just see one of them making a mistake, actually. As Hulkenberg carries on to lap 10. Pulling away from the Raikko now, the gap up to 3 seconds at the front. To me, it looked like there was something going on behind, but it might just... There is indeed. Chicken has closed right in on Zimmer, who has had a scrappy couple of laps, might be losing his tyres, and it's all the invitation Chicken needs to have a real go to get in third place. As Chicken brakes down the outside, Zimmer's still there. Oh, and Zimmer's hold it around the outside. Really good defending. Chicken a little hesitant to attack. And once again, all this is doing is inviting Maurice Sky to make it a three-way battle. I think Zimmer's definitely holding Chicken up. Scara here could be a key corner who approaches it better. Looks fairly good from Chicken. But Zimmer as well did a decent job. And Zimmer's pulled away a little bit now, so temporarily at least that battle is it's been called at a truce. Is Zimmer gonna pit? I wonder, because his tyres look like. No, he's not. I think they'll be going for a one stopper. Now I think about it, because I mean, if you keep your tyres till about like 13, 14, you can easily do a one stopper. It doesn't look like the track's getting any drier. Thank you to those who tuned in. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. You get the feeling Chicken's quicker, but he just isn't able to make a move stick when he gets close enough. Maybe being a little bit tentative in these conditions. And it's understandable really, but is the gap reduced at the front at all? No, Hulk's now 4.8 seconds in front, driving a very controlled race. Riker and Hulkenberg has just done the fastest lap of the race, a 1:25.5. That makes me think that the track's dry now, so Hulkenberg has held his tyres well and he's just getting quicker and quicker. Chicken. Let's look at Chicken's lap times actually, let's see if they're improving. .147. Okay, I'm not quite sure that's right. Zimmer's taken a very odd line into there. It's almost like a defensive line, but there isn't really any need because Chicken wasn't close enough by far. I head down towards Sky. I don't think you get DRS under these conditions, but I might be wrong. I think you have to put dry tyres on to get the DRS. Oh, Chicken very squirrely. Oh my goodness me. That's there's nice drifting there for Ascari. These three all still in a battle for a podium, they're just not terribly close to each other. Martin's now up to, what's happened here? Insane's dropped to P7. Did Insane make a mistake? I think he might have done. That'll be disappointing, that, for Insane, who was the best of us front wing Part 1 casualties for a long time, but Martin's now taken that and is up to P6. Hulk's just pulling away. Really good from him. And Chicken now is looking a bit closer to Zimmer once again. It's always once you get close, you're in that dirty air, and especially in these conditions. It's just very easy to tackle playing wide. But he's certainly looking closer. Compared to mount an attack on Zimmer soon. Oh, once again! Chicken not learning from previous mistakes and going over the curb way more than he would have liked as Hulk sets another fastest lap. 1:25 is, I mean, we're probably about 4 or 5 seconds off for dry pace. So not quite ready for dry tyres just yet, but I think it is getting a little bit drier now as we approach half distance. And it almost seems like drivers are thinking the same because no one's pitting yet. Are they all waiting for the track to dry so they can put on slicks? Because I'd be surprised if the Inters went 27 laps. I don't know if anyone who's watching this has any information on how long Inters can go, but I don't think they'll go 27 laps. Chicken once again closing up. It's this section here though where he just seems to struggle to stay behind Zimmer. Again coming towards the scar here, we're going to see yet more sideways. Let's go on board with Chicken this time. Pretty controlled this time, and as a result he's closer than ever to Zimmer and could get a good run here down towards Parabolica. He'll have to try and set himself up for a run down the straight. He's going for the better exit. I think he's got it as well. Let's cut to this camera here. Chicken's going to have a run on Zimmer. Down the pit straight. Zimmer's gone very defensive. Chicken's cut to the outside. Oh, it's not close enough. Well defended by Zimmer. Chicken just not quite having a straight line speed to get alongside. But Zimmer's definitely got a lot of work to do defensively now. Well, Chicken will have another chance, I think, into the second chicane. No, again, just not quite close enough, but he's letting Zimmer know he's there, that's for sure, and just one mistake it'll take from Zimmer and Chicken will be on the podium. Through the first Lesmer, and now a second Lesmer. Can he get a good run onto the straight? No, he can't. Just didn't quite get the turn in there that he wanted. Where Hulk now 10.5 seconds in front. Oh, that was just combo with Chicken as he went very wide coming out of the Ascari chicane. And he's lost a little bit of ground once again to Zimmer. So he's got to do all that hard work again, which will be taking it out of his tyres, that's for sure. Anything going on behind? Morris is still doing a good job in 5th place. Insane's now back up to 6th. Past Martin, who... Was Martin pitted? Martin's down to 8th now, so... I reckon... Yeah, he's pitted. Martin's pitted for a brand new set of Inters and has dropped down behind Ipswich in the Ferrari, so... Martin's been the first one to decide, that's it, I want a new set of boots. Will anyone else follow suit, I wonder? Oh, speaking of Martin, Hulkenberg's about to lap him, so you'll have to hope he's got decent pace on his new tyres. As we've once again gone board with Chicken, definitely a standout fight on track right now, as he tries to get past Zimmer to get into 3rd place. We come down towards the Ascari chicane once again. Again, not quite. There's certainly less dramas at least through there, and he's got a good exit. To be fair, he's going to be over the back of Zimmer now, and once again Zimmer's going to have some defending to do. Once Chicken sort of going out of slipstream, letting Zimmer know he's there. Is Zimmer going to buckle under the pressure though? He's not had the best exit out of Parabolica, so he's not close enough to make a move into turn 1. Oh, and Zimmer went a bit wide, I think, and that's given Chicken a chance. Oh, Chicken didn't want to go alongside, and he went onto the grass a little bit there, but he's still just behind him. He could get back alongside here. Zimmer sticking to the inside, but he's still staying ahead for now. That's the scariest moment for Zimmer in quite a few laps. Yeah, Chicken can get a good run out of here, which I think he has got. He could have an attempt into the Ascari chicane. And oh, he's not quite close enough to make a move, unfortunately, this time. But if he gets a good exit out of here, which he has done, ran a bit wide, but that's understandable in these conditions at times. It hasn't really helped him, to be honest. Zimmer's kind of pulled away again. Oh, Raiko's the leader. Hulkenberg's pitted for dries. Hulkenberg's pitted. Does he know something we don't? Everyone else is staying out. As Hulkenberg goes completely off the road. He doesn't want to make too many of those mistakes because he could get caught in his battle here. Morris Guy's pitted, but he's pitted another set of inters, so now obviously Hulkenberg either knows something we don't, or he's made a mistake. I mean, he was comfortably leading this race, so it was a brave move for him to make. These corners will help decide if he's made a right decision or not. Oh, big oversteer. I think he's struggling. He made a bit of a bad call there. But we'll soon see. I mean, there's still time yet to... Oh, as Chicken goes down the outside of Zimmer. Did Zimmer get caught out by that? I'm not sure. Chicken had to back out in the end, but that was very, very close. Going down the outside into the Ascari chicane, a brave move, but couldn't stick it out, unfortunately. So what's Raiko doing? He's pitted, but he's gone for another set of inters. So Hulkenberg is the only one that's done this, and it seems like Zimmer's closing on him. Has Hulkenberg made a mistake here? It's a strange one. It's a gamble, but didn't need to be taken. Maybe he thought it was dry enough, but it doesn't look like it was. I think Chicken's pitted as well. I can't find him here. Chicken's also gone for the prime tyre, but to be honest, it still looks like it's raining out there. Insane's pitting, so I mean, if he goes for the option, yeah, the options. Is it the options? I think it's the primes actually. I can't. Let's see. Yeah, it's a primes. Yeah, okay, he's gone for a primes as well, so maybe it is now starting to become dry enough. We'll check the gap actually between Hulkenberg and Raiko. Raiko's actually pitted as well. He's gone for another set of inters. No, Zimmer's closing in on Hulk. Having said that, oh my god, Hulk's gone! Hulk has gone! Oh, he's lost the lead. He went off the track, he just seemed to lose it coming out of the Ascari chicane. It's not easy on these dry tyres. What's Zimmer going to do? Can he take these tyres to the end? Is that what he's going to go for? He might very well do it, you know. Oh. And Morris Guy too is closed right in on Chicken, who again it's Inter's closing in on Primes. So it seems that there's been a bit of a mistake here by those that have gone for the dry tyres. But there's still time for it to come good yet. But Chicken might have some defending to do here, I think. Oh, Morris Guy's gone a bit wide. That'll have cost him a little bit. He's done that a couple of times when I've been on board with him. Don't know if I'm a bit of a curse on that one, but... Now again, Hulkenberg's not closing on Zimmer. He's falling back, so... There's not much in it, but I think the Inters are still the right tyre to be on. So I think they're pitted too early, these. In all honesty. Let's see how Hulkenberg takes the Ascari this time. Oh, he's still struggling, really having to wrestle the car around the corner. Whereas Raiko, as you can see, they're a lot more calm. What's Zimmer gonna do? Here we go. Zimmer's gonna pit. It was a very late pit entrance. I wonder if he's gonna hit the wall there for a split second from the angle I had it on. But what's he gonna go for? Because he's probably seen the dries aren't really doing it. He's gone for the options. Ah, he was staying out so he could get the quicker dry tyre. I'm still not overly convinced that it's ready for it yet, but I think Zimmer's going to come out in third due to the late stop. Zimmer might have actually called this perfectly. Is he close to the Raikkonen? No, not really. Raikkonen, of course, still been out on the intermediates. He's closing in on Hulk still. Could the Raikkonen have made a great call, and could he snatch this from Hulk? Morris guy's still close to Chicken, so Chicken hasn't shaken him off from fourth yet. Insane's lonely racing in sixth, and he's lapping quicker than Hulk the leader on the same tyre. Ipswich is seventh. Martin's in eighth, so very close there actually. With Cali down in ninth. The only car that's been lapped. Raikkonen again closing a little bit in the middle sector. And Zimmer, oh, that was a hairy moment from the Ascari chicane. Too much curb. And almost span it, but he managed to hold on to it, which was crucial really, and keep making sure he stood ahead of Chicken and Morris. Behind him, still Morris is close behind Chicken. Gap sort of stabilising now a little bit more between Raikkonen and Hulk. So maybe the dry tyres are now coming to the drivers. I'll just watch I'll watch Hulk. Actually, we'll go on board with Hulkenberger for a bit, see how he gets on. How he's getting on with the dry tyres. Looks fairly smooth. No real mistakes being made, so I don't know, I think the dryers might be coming to him now. There was a bit of lag there, but apart from the lag, it looked probably the best I've seen him through Ascari since he put the dryers on. So a bit squirrely on exit, mind you, of a Parabolica. And the Raikkonen still closing him down a little bit. 3 tenths on that lap. Zimmer's lapping quicker than Hulk by quite a bit actually on his option tyres. Zimmer's actually just set the fastest lap of the race, so his option tyres are working very well for him. 123.8, I think that's about 1.5 seconds quicker than Hulk. His previous best. Chicken now pulling away from Morris, so it looks to me overall that the dry tyres are now starting to do it for the drivers. Martin's still in the inters, which might have not been the worst decision actually, just considering where he is, because Ipswich is pitted behind him, but he's got a lot of a gap to make up. We're just going to board with Hulk here again. Hulk still doesn't look completely settled on those tyres. But he's starting to pull away from Raikkonen now. Yeah, you can tell Zimmer's really flying at the moment. This could be another fastest lap. Not quite, but he's still closing in the lead. The gap now down to 14 seconds. Chicken's pulled well away from Morris now, who might be pitting. Yeah, I mean he's got more than a pit stop in hand over Insane, so he can afford to put on the dries. Go for the options, I imagine. And Prime's a bit odd considering he only has 3 laps to go, but actually is Insane. Oh, good job on God who went on board of Insane there, because the curb very nearly caught him out. That looks like an auto spin curb to me. It wasn't a natural spin, so the Morris guy's not actually that far in front of Insane. So that could be a bit of an issue for him. Maybe he had as much of a gap as he thought he had. So that could be a potential battle in the last couple of laps. Is there anything going on at the front since our last check? Hulkenberg's still winning. The Raikkonen still on as intermediates. And he's getting closed in by Zimmer all the time. Zimmer could still grab second here from Raikkonen, because the more this track drives, which it does seem to be doing, the clouds actually, the clouds have kind of not covered as much now either. So as Zimmer sets another fastest lap, so the Raikkonen is falling into the clutches here of Zimmer, and it doesn't like as much he's going to be able to do. So Morris is, oh yeah, Morris pitted, didn't he, of course. Just saw that. Martin starting inters. Oh, Hook's gone! Hook's gone into the wall! No way, the leader! And he's left the session! Oh wow. That's... So what was a battle for second between Raikkonen and Zimmer, he's now a battle for the lead! As Hulk throws it away. Oh, he's going to be absolutely devastated. I mean, it is only a practice race, but with his recent run of form, it would have been good to build some confidence up again. But it's not going to happen now, and Zimmer looks like he's going to take Raikkonen very easily, to be honest, on the right tyres compared to Raikkonen, who's still on the intermediates. He's probably just going to drive all the way around the outside because he's got more grip. Is that what he's going for? Oh, he's going to try to, but Raikkonen blocked him off a little bit, but Zimmer's taken the lead. Zimmer takes the lead of the Italian Grand Prix. I don't think anyone expected that. We'd say a couple of laps ago. No, well, that's 10 laps ago. He wasn't really. He was kind of hanging on to third, but Hulk's crashed, and obviously Raikkonen making what at first was the right strategic decision because it wasn't dry enough, but he stayed out on them, which I think has been his downfall, and it's kind of cost him the race win here. Chicken, in fact, isn't a million miles away from the Raikkonen, could still close him down if the Raikkonen continues to have issues with these inters. I mean, there's no point pitting now, he might as well keep him out till the end now. But he will fall, and he will come under pressure from Chicken. And it will be some rescue from him. And again, look at the battle here, Insane. Looking quicker than Morris Guy, both on the prime tyres, and could very well make a move on him on the last couple of laps. Oh, Morris Guy running a bit wide there. He's feeling the pressure from Insane. As Zimmer once again does no fastest lap of 122.8. Insane is all over the back of Morris. Morris is going to have to fend him off in the last lap or two. Well, last just under 1.5 laps to go for him. As Chicken caught Raikkonen, he's getting close. I'm going to follow this now because I think Chicken could close him down. Because, I mean, Raikkonen's inters now must be well off temperature and probably quite worn. And you can see him, what was a speck is getting ever closer. Raikkonen's really struggling. And Chicken could have him here. This could be second place for Chicken. He's got the better traction and he's going to make it look pretty easy, in all honesty. Chicken takes P2, a very good recovery from him, but we'll now just follow Zimmer around the last corner. It looked all the way like Hulk was going to take a comfortable victory here, but he threw it away in the last stages, and Zimmer has taken advantage to win F6, the inaugural F6 race here at Monza. Only a practice race, but any win will be a good win for these drivers. Chicken takes second, a good recovery. Raiko holds on for third in the end. And Insane did take Morris. Oh, so Insane has taken P4. Again, a good recovery after losing his front wing on the first lap. And to take Morris on the last lap, he'll be happy with that, I'm sure. Not bad for Morris though. I mean, he's still relatively new to the site, and he's had a good race here, and at times looked like he could have threatened a podium. But Insane will hold on for fourth. Morris will take fifth. And Ipswich here looks like... Oh, Ipswich did in fact get in front of Martin in the end. Yeah, so he didn't pit too late, and he had enough in the end to get him. So Dan Brown, I think it is, who is Ipswich, he'll be very happy with that to get P6 ahead of Martin, who just stuck out on his inters a bit too long like Raiko did. But he'll take 7th, and that is that really. 8 finishes in the end. And well, that was a pretty eventful end to the race. But it's just yet more worrying form for Hulk, but Zimmer takes another win. And it's weird seeing a Tauber on the top step of the podium, if we're honest. Thanks Gamer James for the reminder of Felipe Massa lap time. Oh my goodness me. Those penalties though. Yeah, so Zimmer did have a penalty, but he held on in the end ahead of Raiko actually got second because of those penalties. So Chicken, I don't know what we got those penalties for. Actually, we can toggle incidents. Oh, I couldn't see in time, but yeah, so Raiko actually gets second then, so I'm pretty sure he'll take that considering the Inter's drama. But yeah, that doesn't actually count for any official points, but it was a nice way to start F6. Some new drivers involved, plenty of battling going on, and a bit of wet weather thrown in as well. I thank you all for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on Monday for the F1 coverage. Goodbye.